Welcome to the Celebrate Brave podcast, the podcast for women in and around the tech industry. Every week, we dive into the conversations, frameworks, and best practices to help you stress less, work less, and earn a lot more. My name is Nicole Steinbach, your host and the International Bravery Coach for Women in Tech. Let's go. Hey there, fellow woman in tech. Welcome back. Today, we're going even further into the Build Your Brave framework. We're staying in the clarity element of the Build Your Brave framework. Of course, we know the three parts of the Build Your Brave framework are clarity, momentum, and accountability. And we know that when you're in clarity, you set clear, specific goals, and then you share them with the people around you. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on back and listen to that overview episode all about the Build Your Brave framework version 2.0, but you don't have to get lots of value from this episode because today we're talking about SMART goals. So, SMART goals are specific. That's the S. The M is measurable. The A is achievable. R is relevant to you and your career and your self-concept design, earlier episode. And lastly, SMART goals are time-based. So, when do you need a SMART goal? Here are some times you need a SMART goal. You feel stuck and you feel bored. Or maybe you feel underappreciated and overworked. You aren't reaching your goal, or you don't have a goal, or maybe you had a goal but you forgot about it. And or people aren't helping you reach your goal. If any of these are true, you need a SMART goal: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Now, the great news about a SMART goal is it's super effective and relatively easy to establish one. You get specific, you get measurable, you check for achievability, you make sure it's relevant to you and your self-concept design, and then you set a timeline. So, for example, I want to be promoted. That is not a SMART goal, and people can't help you with that. It will leave you feeling stuck and bored, unappreciated, and overworked. And quite frankly, the chances you accomplish that goal are really low. So let's get smart about it. By the end of 2022, I am promoted to senior director of my function and accept no less than a 10% salary increase. Relevant. Yeah, it's my function. Achievable. Yeah, right? A level promotion. It's definitely measurable. It's very specific, and you've got it time-based. That's the first step of SMART goals. You got to set the goal. Then, and this is so important, you have to share it with others. You got to share it with people you trust. Specifically say to them, I'd love to get your feedback on this goal. I respect your opinion. You know me well, or I see that you're doing some great things. Here's my goal. And tell them your SMART goal, word for word. There's four most common responses. First one is, hell yes. How can I help? I'm in. Let's do it. Second one is, you already have this. You already do this. This is a slam dunk. Let's think even bigger. The third one is, let's workshop this together. I get it. I see it. And there are some pieces over here that we just got to work through first. Maybe the feedback's going to be, I see you growing into this other function. Or maybe the feedback's like, end of the year, you got some big gaps. I see that you aren't aware of those big gaps, but you got them. And so let's look at 18 months. And then the fourth potential response is not supportive. Either that's not something for you. Quite a lot of women in technology are told, like, women don't really get that role, or don't you want to have kids? Or so and so is already up for that role. That's not really for you, or I don't see you in that direction, right? When you get that kind of feedback, evaluate that feedback for sure. There may be some really good pearls in there. And the pearl may be the person you're talking to is not someone you need to be talking to. Or the culture, the employer, isn't the right one for you. So you set your SMART goal, you've shared it, you've gotten feedback, you evaluate that feedback, you tweak your goal, you shift your goal, you make it even more specific, even bigger, even more measurable, and then you get to work. This is where, for the Build to Brave framework, we move into momentum. So why do SMART goals matter? Why do you want to do this? Why go through the effort? Why be so brave as to set a line in the sand and to share that line with other people, to set your expectations, to stretch yourself? Why do SMART goals matter? Well, here you go. When you do this, you will be focused. Focus keeps us enthusiastic, keeps us committed, and it will also constrain you. You're not going to be bouncing around all over the place, changing your goal, unsure of your goal, forgetting your goal. No, you're going to be focused, committed, and constrained. You'll know what you got to get to work on. You'll know where the gaps are. You know where the strengths are, and you can actually work to close them over time. And other people will be active in helping you achieve your goal. And as a result of all of this, you're going to be enthusiastic. You're going to be excited. You're going to see value in what you're doing. You are going to appreciate yourself. You are going to work within your container. And then you can actually achieve your goal and celebrate it like mad. SMART goals. Sounds simple, is simple, so impactful. So get going now. Till next week. Hey, before you go, our fellow women in tech really need these insights. So do them a favor, hop on over and leave a rating and a review on your favorite podcast platform. Help them find the Celebrate Brave podcast. All right, thanks a bunch. Until next time, brave it up.